What do you think? What do you think? I know. It's so fun to have props to make my point and to say, hello, how is everyone today? And I want to say this: you are also a queen, but are you a queen of overworking or are you a queen of your soul? I want to ask you these very provocative questions. If you got off on an elevator on the wrong floor and you exited the elevator, would you stay on the wrong floor and complain about it and tell all your friends and never get on the elevator to go to the correct floor? I just posed that question. And if you're with me today, please, please let me know if you've ever gotten off on the elevator on the wrong floor, and let me know what you did because I'm pretty sure that you didn't stay on that elevator floor and complain about it and stay on the wrong floor. Tell me if I'm right on that one for you. Thank you, Donna. And thank you for the, I'm just going to show this. The banners sometimes like hide my entire face. So I'm just going to pop you off. Thank you, Donna. Nice to see you here this morning. Second question. Okay, you probably answered. I would get back on the elevator mode and get on my right floor. I hope you answered that to that question. Second question. You're in a restaurant. You have these great expectations about this meal. You're feeling awesome. You begin to eat your food and there's a taste that you just don't like. A, do you put your fork down and refuse to eat it and look at the food, look at the people around you, and say nothing? B, do you keep eating it, pretending it's not distasteful, pretending that you actually like it because you don't want to be seen as a problem, trouble, you're afraid of speaking up, you don't want to be embarrassed. So you keep eating the food that you don't like. Or C, do you say something with the kindness and honesty and truth of your heart about your food and ask the restaurant to correct the problem? If you are the queen of overwork, you are doing the same thing as getting off the elevator on the wrong floor and refusing to get back on to go to the correct floor, even though the elevator goes to your floor, but you're refusing to do something about it because you'd rather bitch about it and complain about your bad luck and how stupid you are, or whatever the other reasons are that we stay stuck in a situation, not doing anything about it, and we blame the elevator. Really, people? Is this what you're doing in your career? Is this what you're doing with your soul? I was at a restaurant recently where I didn't enjoy my food. And there was like a split second, because I'm human, of maybe I don't know. And I just needed a little nudge from my soul's truth to say, hey, you deserve to enjoy your food. Say something. They're going to be kindly accommodating. That's what they're there for. And it's so gratifying when you speak your truth and you get taken care of. And it is so freaking bad when you don't. If you're the queen of overwork, this is the same situation that you're in. Here's the thing: when you overwork, you are blocking yourself from three fundamental aspects of success. Three of them. And as a matter of fact, when you're overworking, I know what your problem is. I know. I'm smart that way because I am the queen. because I have been a queen of overworking in my career also. I have played all of the cards that I help you correct. I've played them all. I have been there. I've been stuck. I've been miserable. I've been frustrated. As a matter of fact, right now, in this part of the year, is the time of the year that I chose to exit corporate America. Now, I had played at the highest levels. I had lots of money in the bank. I was making a great living, big bonuses. You can be jealous, go ahead, or you can work with me and I'll help you get there. There's a difference between overwork and working hard. There's a difference between doing hard stuff so that you can have an easy life and overworking. And if you're one of my clients, go ahead and pop in the comments here and see if you can win the trivia contest, because the queen of overworking has left the building. And now she is the founder of the Kick Ass Career Workshop, where I help women solve these problems once and for all. And Erin, nice to see you here back on the elevator. I get it. Listen, not every job is going to be playing out for 10, 15 years. That's okay. You're going to outgrow things. You're going to need more. And perhaps that company can't accommodate your growth. Okay. It's not their fault. Don't take your stuckness as anything but your responsibility. It is your responsibility to stop the insanity. And Erin, if you're exhausted, it's because you're not filling your own cup, darling. And you know exactly how to do that. Get back on in on those modules. Get back on in. Get back on in and honoring your soul. Because when you're the queen of overwork, you have ignored your own soul's energy. You've ignored it. You've allowed the distractions of other people's expectations. And furthermore, most overwork is you have left your soul's alignment and you are filling the depletion of an unmet need by overworking. Overworking, queens of overworking. I'm going to lay it out right now. If you're not ready for truth, if you're not ready for hearing what it really is, then I'd suggest that you leave this Facebook Live, or if you're listening to this in podcast, shut me off, shut me down. Because if you don't want to hear the truth, you know, Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth. But I know if you're here, you can handle the truth. So here it is. If you're the queen of overwork, you're filling an unmet need of not feeling enough. And we talked about this yesterday with the queen of perfectionism. Erin, you're not on your third manager in less than a year. The company is on the third manager of less than a year. Is this your fault? Uh-uh. It's not the problem of you. You, Erin, can only control the things that you can control. Now, if you're overworking and you're pointing the fingers out there, blaming the external circumstances, you're in the wrong elevator floor. And you're going to continue to push those buttons, hoping it gets to the right floor. Damn this elevator. No. You're not on your third manager. They are. All right? Why don't you become the manager? Fix things. It's never the manager's fault. You have 100% free will as to who you are and how you're going to be in work. If you're in a situation that's causing some type of contrast for you, look at your own self and what you can solve. If you have education, expertise, and experience, we can help you solve those things. If you're one of my clients, I got to say this, go back into the lifetime access of the modules, which is what I give you, because I know that stuff's going to keep repeating itself as you begin healing and growing and developing on your spiritual path, because the solution to every queen of overwork problem is your spiritual path. Only reason why you're overworking is because you're out of alignment with your spiritual truth. You're out of alignment with your divinity. You're out of alignment with your own self needs. If you're not filling your cup, if you're depleted, If you're overworking to prove yourself because there's negative energy that you are responding to, you're in the wrong elevator floor. You're eating the wrong food. Why don't you fix it? If you don't know how to fix it, ladies, some of you are my clients. You know how to fix it. Go and use the tools. If you're not in one of the accelerator programs, get your ass in one of those accelerator programs. How long have I been getting coached? 21 years. And you know what? I'm pretty evolved. I got my shit together for the most part, but I still want to stay connected to my spiritual path. And you know what? You can't do it alone. That's the fun thing about this spiritual development and spiritual growth. It's not a singular activity, even though meditation is something you have to do every day for yourself. The entirety of your spiritual path is something done in community with experts and guidance. You need the energy of higher level beings in order to increase your attractor pattern and your aspirational pattern. That's what it is. And if you're not getting that somewhere else, you need to get it because that's what you're missing in order to fill the problems up in the wrong way. And bam, Aaron is committed to fixing it. Queen of Overwork cuts you off from your soul. The Queen of Overwork cuts you off from the three big, big buckets of how people are successful. Number one, confidence. If you're overworking, you're lacking confidence. You don't have the confidence bucket filled up, and you're not going to succeed. Plain and simple. Number two, when you're the queen of overwork, you are not communicating to your highest good with engagement. You're communicating content and depletion. You're not going to succeed. If you are the queen of overwork, you are not being creative. You're being stuck and you're being linear. If you try to solve your problems in a linear fashion, you will not succeed. We are not in a linear world. Sure, there's a dimension of linearity. Sure, there's spreadsheets, there's conclusions, there's things that must add up, but that's not the entirety of the universe in which you live in. And if that's what you think it is, you're mistaken and you are not going to succeed to your soul's desire. Your soul's going to keep pushing on you for more growth. Ha ha. That's how this is built. Your soul is going to keep pushing on you for more growth. Guess what? My soul's pushing on me every day for more growth. And I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. Come on. Whoa, let's go. My divine connection keeps saying, keep going, Mo. More of this, more of that. There's more impact. There's more influence. Go to another Facebook Live. Speak up. You got to keep speaking up, Mo, because there's women who need you. That's why I do this. You think I'm doing this for my own fun? You think I bought this queen crown because I want to have a crown in my office? No, I didn't. I got this because I want to get your attention. I'm here on Facebook Live all week because I want to get your attention. You know how I know there's thousands of women suffering every single day? Tens of thousands, perhaps even millions of women suffering every day in their careers, which is trickling into their lives? Because I speak to hundreds of them. My team and I speak to thousands and thousands of women every year. And you know what? Hundreds of them say yes to themselves. Hundreds, not thousands, because they're stuck in being the queen of overwork. They're stuck in perfectionism. I spoke to a beautiful woman yesterday. She's got a master's degree. She's in her early 50s. And frankly, she is $30,000 to $50,000 underpaid. And she's in the same company for 13 years. I couldn't wake her up to make a difference. And she can easily afford to invest in herself. And you know what? Her soul self is suffering quietly. She shriveled up into a smaller version of herself. And my heart breaks talking to her. Now I can handle it because I'm a professional, but my heart breaks and it makes me want to come here even more so and wake up someone who is meant to hear this. Wake up someone who is the queen of overwork and struggling, and she's shut off her relationship with her kids, her partner, her family, perhaps stopped having joy in life. And her soul is crying and begging for her to pay attention. And I know some of you ladies, Kathy and Donna and Erin, Jennifer, nice to see you and congratulations to you for saying yes to yourself. You are worth feeling awesome. And it is just another floor on the elevator. You just don't know which one or how to get there. And I get that. And you've been refusing to say something about the meal that you're eating that no longer feels or tastes good. But you want to sit in silence because you don't want to be embarrassed or shamed that it's not good enough for you. And meanwhile, what it's really showing is that you haven't decided that you're good enough to do something more and do something better for yourself. You are worth it. Take action today to do something for your soul. Don't be the queen of overwork. As a matter of fact, I want you to resonate with what do I need to do to reduce this overwork and honor my creativity, my confidence, and my communication. Say to yourself, I want to be more successful than this, and I'm going to do what it takes. And with experts and a community and a proven process, we can help you. And so many of you are here today because we have helped you. And yet the road's gotten a little bumpy, and that's what it's going to do. Again, that's why we give you lifetime access to the tools. Because I know that. Again, I've been coached for 21 years. I have amazing coaches right now. My coaches are world class, top tier, off the charts. I've invested almost $500,000 in my coaching over the last 21 years. I defy any of you to even come close to that investment. And I'm not saying I'm better than you, I'm more committed. And I'm going to be okay with saying that. I'm more committed to my growth. I'm more ambitious to my soul being soaring very high. And I'm listening to my divine guidance that I'm here to help you. I'm here to help lift you up. And you know what? There is a golden ticket tuition. There is. You want the best, you want to change your life, you want to do it quickly, boom, you get the best help. Should I put my crown back on for this one? I'm just saying. mofall.com/live clarity is where you're going to get that. So book your career clarity call, turn your crown upside down, and have an open conversation with either me or my team. You may get your clarity call with me, and then you're going to get super honest and we're going to get super truthful because I am committed to helping every woman who is suffering as the queen of overwork, the queen of perfectionism. We're going to hit another queendom tomorrow in this wonderful series. Yep, I'm wearing my crown all week, folks. I want you to put in the chat today what you're committed to do to reduce the overwork and pay attention more to your soul. And if you don't know how to do that, give us a click, mofall.com/live clarity. We're here to help you sort this out and figure out how to up level your soul so that you're living in your greater truth. That's what you want. That's what your soul wants. You know, there's only so much nudging your soul's going to do until it starts getting a little bit more serious. And here's how it gets serious: your body starts to fail. So before that happens, or indeed if it already has, please do something to re energize your soul. Your divinity is begging for attention. That's why we suffer. We suffer as an indicator that we're not where we ought to be with our alignment. That's what suffering is all about. You touch a hot stove, you're going to go, oops. That's what pain is about. Don't do that. And yet, suffering seems to be something that people are very willing to stay in. But it's your body saying, stop what you're doing. Pay attention to the inner self. That's why we solve careers from the inside out, because that suffering is a deep unmet need. And you're playing the game all wrong. Queens of overwork, you're playing the game all wrong. And I'm so happy to say it that way. I'm just going to cut to the chase for you because you don't want me to dance around this. I can throw metaphors and cliches out all day long. I'm really good at that. But on these Facebook Lives, I want to get real to honor you and honor the spirit in which a message must be delivered to your soul. You have to play the game at the spiritual level. And if you don't, you're going to repeat the mistakes in the linear world and you will suffer and you will point the finger at everyone else and you will suffer even more. And eventually, your emotional truth that you are not following will break down into physical disease. Breast cancer survivor, right here. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about from my own journey, but I also know what I'm talking about from helping thousands of women solve this problem. That's why we solve careers at the spiritual level, because that's where the answer is. That's where the answer is for you. Sure, we're going to gussy up your resume and LinkedIn and show you how to interview properly and totally teach you all of that stuff in the practical world. Of course, I'm not going to leave that out because I'm freaking awesome at that. But the spiritual healing must happen. You can go ahead and get a resume writer, a LinkedIn expert. Go ahead. Your soul's going to be in the same damn place and you're going to have the same damn result. And you'll repeat the same boss, the same toxic work environment, the same overworking. That's what's going to happen. I know. I did it for a long time. I kept repeating my mistakes, hoping there was another solution until I finally integrated my soul and my career. When I got those truths wedded together, boom, more successful than ever, made more money, had more fun, had a great life. Boom. So many of my clients say, where were you 20 years ago? Where was I 20 years ago? 20 years ago, I was spinning my Queen of Overwork. Woohoo! That's what I was doing. I was reading all the books. I was going to all the conferences. I was doing all the work, spiritual work out there. I wasn't doing as much in here. As a matter of fact, when I really started doing deep work and getting really scared and into all the stuff that was really important, I started spending more money on what I was actually endeavoring to fix. I actually just met a woman I met 15 years ago at a conference where we had to go on stage and do some presentations. And it was train the trainer. I was learning how to be an expert presenter. It was a week in a big hotel in New York. And it was so outside of my comfort zone. I was like, I don't know what I was. I was scared all week long. I was scared. And yet I knew it was for my highest good. So I kept doing it. And this woman and I really bonded very, very closely. And we've kept in touch. And she was down in Florida this past week. And we got together again and so wonderful, like best good friends who haven't seen each other in a long time. We've both grown so much because we stayed on our path. She's now a very successful businesswoman in her own right, has rental properties, and we both shared how that was a jumping off point for both of us. We spent thousands and thousands of dollars on that training 15 years ago. And it was there that I created one of the vision boards that I show in my kick-ass workshop. I moved into that house 10 years later. And it's not just about creating vision boards, although they're important and they're helpful, but it's about the spiritual answers to your truth. And your truth is different than my truth. But if you follow the formula that we have, I'm ready to call it Mo's method. That's what I'm ready to do. Because you know what? It is my method. And I'm the only one who's doing it like this. And why is it? Because I uncovered it through my damn journey. So I know that you will value from it as well. And your soul will be lifted and you will find that perfect formula for you to change your career and your life forever. And then you'll have lifetime access to all those tools. And you'll have a great community of support of women who are freaking awesome. That's what we do. That's how we do it. And this is why I do it, because I want you to reignite your confidence, your creativity, and your communication. And as long as you're overworking, it's not going to happen. So get your crown off, sister. Get your crown off and say, Mo, I need help. mofall.com/live clarity. If you could do it on your own, you would have already done it. Simple as that. Let's get you the help that you need. Look, no ego here. Like I said, I've had a coach for 21 years, different coaches along the way as I've needed different things. I've had awesome coaches over the past 7 years in doing this work because I am committed to continuing to up level myself so I can provide you with your up leveling. If I'm swimming in the swamp, that's what you're going to get. If I'm elevating myself and getting into my higher and higher truth and have an awesome team around me, which I do, then you're going to get the help that you need and we're going to be able to lift you up. So rock on at mofall.com/live clarity. It's been wonderful seeing you here today, Aaron and Donna and Angie. Nice to see you. So glad I found you, Mo. I'm still growing and changing. Oh, that's a big one. Wait, I got to stand up to be above that one. Yes, you are growing and changing. Big things on the horizon. Michelle, it's always great to see you. Michelle, were you the one who said that you joined my workshop because of my hair? Thank you. Uh, and Jennifer, awesome to have you. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those health issues. We're going to clear you up and bring your soul back to life, and then it'll start to help your body feel better as well. Boom, on your way to thriving. I love it. I don't have your name, darling. But oh, and Kathy Lesser, love to see you here too. My Buffalo gals. Give a shout out also to Kelly and Kathy in the Buffalo. And actually, there's a new gal, Erin, in your neck of the woods, ladies. You got to hook up with her as soon as it's safe. All things being equal, be the queen of your soul, not the queen of overwork. That's how we get it done. mofall.com/live clarity. We'll see you tomorrow for the next Queen of series. Tune in. This one may be speaking to you also. You may have all the queen syndromes. Oh no. Let's fix them all by bringing your soul to work, landing your dream job for you. mofall.com/live clarity for your truth talk career clarity call. We'll see you tomorrow, ladies. Have a great rockin' day. Don't forget your homework.